Chapter 16, Simple Machines. A machine is a device or a tool that makes our work easier, efficient and fast. The work done by a simple machine is either done by changing the direction of force or by reducing the effort required to do the work. We will be discussing some simple machines in this chapter. Lever. A lever is a simple machine that helps us to lift or open something with less effort. Lever is a rigid bar or rod fixed at a point. It consists of load, fulcrum and effort. The fulcrum is the center or turning point on which the rod moves. The load is the weight that is to be moved and effort is the force applied to move the load. When you cut something with a pair of scissors, you apply the effort on the handle and the screw pin or bar in the middle acts as the fulcrum and the paper gets cut. Seesaw is another example of a lever. When effort is applied on one side, the other side lifts up. The load and effort alternate in a seesaw. A bottle opener and a hammer are other examples of a lever. Inclined plane. An inclined plane is a sloping or a slanting flat surface. Its one end is higher than the other. It is used to roll down very heavy objects from higher level to lower level easily and vice versa. An inclined plane makes work easier by reducing the force you have to apply, but it does not reduce the amount of work done. Slides, staircase, ramps and sloping roads are some examples of an inclined plane. Pulley. A pulley is a simple machine that consists of a rope or a chain wrapped around a wheel. It is used to lift heavy objects to some height. It works by changing the direction of the effort applied. Pulleys are used for drawing water from a well, raising a flag on a flagpole, and for lifting and loading goods. Wheel and axle. A wheel and axle is a simple machine in which an axle and a wheel are connected to each other. When the wheel turns, the axle also turns, and vice versa. This axle could be long or short. This arrangement is used for lifting and moving loads. Some common examples of wheel and axle are tires of cars or trucks, screwdriver, a pencil and pencil sharpener, and door knobs. Screw. A screw is a simple machine. It is actually an inclined plane wrapped around a rod spirally. A screw is commonly used for holding things together and lifting materials. Using screws, two things can be interlocked in such a way that they can't be forced to separate. Screws are also used as a method of lifting things like in a jack. Wedge. A wedge is a pair of inclined planes attached back to back. A wedge is used to force things apart. Have you ever seen someone chopping wood with an axe? The head of an axe is a wedge. Carpenters and sculptors use the wedge to cut wood and rocks. The blade of a knife, razor, or a chisel is also a wedge. The narrower the wedge, the easier it is to drive it in and push things apart. We have to push the wedge a long distance to split something apart very wide. Let's recall. Number 1, a machine is a device or a tool which helps us to do work easily, efficiently and fast. Number 2, lever is a simple machine which consists of a load, fulcrum and effort. Number 3, an inclined plane is a sloping or a slanting surface which connects a lower level to a higher level. Number 4, a pulley is a simple machine made with a rope or chain wrapped around a wheel. Number 5, a wheel and axle arrangement is a simple machine in which a large wheel rotates around the center or axle. Number 6, a screw is an inclined plane wrapped around a rod spirally.